You say.
No, I don't want you say.
No, faster, you say.
Okay, never mind, we say together.
Welcome to SheSaid, let's talk.
Hi everyone, welcome back to SheSaid. I'm Emma.
And I'm Chloe.
And in today's episode, we'll be talking about money and dating.
Emma, imagine this with me, okay? On the first date, y'all eat and y'all talk until very happy already. Then the bill comes. Who pays first?
Of course, him lah.
Okay, but there's a lot of debate that comes to this.
Yes.
I think some people feel like because y'all just met each other, right? Y'all should split the bill. What do you think about it?
Okay, I personally am quite neutral about it because I feel like I've met a lot of people with different opinions on that. So for example, some of my friends would say, oh, I'm okay with splitting the bill.
Yeah.
Or if I asked him out, I'm okay with paying for the first date. But in my perspective, it has always been, if he asks to split the bill, I'll take it as he's just a friend lah.
Yeah,
okay. I don't see why, like, in any other situation should we be splitting the bill.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I guess personally for me, I feel that the person who asked the person out should pay. And usually, most of the time, I would say guys are the one initiating the first date.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've never met a guy that's supposed to be on the first date. So
I have never either. But, if I ever get to that position, if he asked me to split the bill, I'll just take it as we are just having a casual, friendly hangout lah.
Yeah.
Because if I go out with my guy friends, I would split the bill lah.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's courteous to split the bill with them because, I mean, there's no moral obligations or any expectations there. And honestly, most of the time, I think that for dates, right, most of the time guys would offer to pay lah. Yeah, but some girls say that it's a red flag if he asks to split the bill.
I think it also depends on how the guy is brought up. But I feel like being in Singapore especially, I feel like most of us, at least in this generation, whoever is still going on dates, right, we were brought up in quite a traditional thinking. So I would say I cannot say for all, but at least like half of us were brought up with the idea that, guys should be more responsible in a relationship in terms of finances.
So I wouldn't say responsible is the word lah.
Yeah, but he should take more
take more initiative
expenses,
when it comes to finances and paying for stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. So I feel like if a guy doesn't offer to pay for the first date, I think it's okay lah. If he doesn't offer, then he doesn't offer. Then you just be a friend lor.
Correct.
Like then you just dump it.
So.
But I think it also depends on the girl ma, because some girls would be okay with it.
Yes.
If the guy isn't going on a date with me and he goes on a date with somebody else and that girl is okay with splitting, then it's not a red flag lah. But personally for me, it's definitely a red flag lah. It's not a red. I wouldn't say it's a red flag actually. I would just take it as he's not interested.
Yes, because I think what lead to this, my thought process behind this, right, is that the first date, you will want to make the best impression.
Yeah, that's right. And I feel like most guys, it's a very I don't know, but most guys that I've met, it's quite a bare minimum thing that they pay for the first date. But I feel like leading up towards that, if we're constantly going out for dates, I can pay for like, let's say, movie, and then you pay for like popcorn and drinks.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I would also suggest that also. I mean, first date, what do y'all do on first dates? First date is usually just a meal and a movie.
Yeah, just eat.
Yeah, or like just walk around, right?
Sidetrack, I hate going on movie dates. Like at the beginning of meeting somebody. You can't even talk.
I won't not just that, is I feel that if let's say you just met the person, you don't know the person very well, why would you want to be in a fully dark room with a person?
Right. It's just so awkward.
Yeah, and then y'all cannot talk, then you cannot get to know each other. Then what's the whole point of it? Okay, but I think it's really the most basic first date idea ever lah. I think out of all the girls I know, majority of them tell me their first date always start with a movie one.
Yeah.
But I think it's also for the like the awkward tension thing. Because if y'all just sit in front of each other and talk for like 5 hours.
Wait, but I'm a yapper. I can talk for 5 hours. That's the thing.
True.
Yeah, and I don't need the guy to be like a yapper as well. I can talk by myself for 5 hours.
Yeah. Okay. But I have this friend that like thinks that they shouldn't split anything at all. And so I understand where she's coming from because she shared with me this story. So basically, this guy was chasing her, right? And then he paid for everything, and she has always thought that like, oh, this is a guy with a very provider mindset, and like he never lets her pay for anything until the part where they got into a conflict, and then she said that like, actually I don't think that we should continue talking because it seems that like some of our other values and principles don't align. And then the guy asked her to split everything,
like
so
pay him
he
back.
actually kept all the receipts for all their dates, right? And then asked to split everything. And then she told me that like, this is a major red flag lah. Why are you asking to split the bill? Which brings me to like our next topic, which is
I feel like it depends. I personally, because I feel like that kind of affects it's affected by how much expectations you have for your partner. So for me, right, I expect my partner to, first of all, definitely earn more than me.
yeah.
But at the same time, if he's earning more than me, then I feel like he should be paying more than I am.
I agree on that.
So
also.
I'm okay with paying a little bit in a long-term relationship, right? Like cannot be he pay for everything, but most of the time in my current relationship, it's always been like, okay, he pay for like 5 meals and I pay for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just,
I mean, you're studying, he's working.
yeah, and that's
correct.
also another thing.
I think there's one concept of like how y'all talk about money when it comes to dating, because I think there's probably only three ways. Either guy pay for everything, or y'all go 50-50, or y'all split based on like who earns more.
Yeah.
Like the income to expense ratio, in a sense. Like if I earn more, then I will be willing to cover more lah. Yeah, like 70-30. Or like you said, maybe he pay for a few meals, then you pay for one. Or I also know a lot of couples where they are quite fair in a sense whereby, okay, I pay for this meal, then you get the next date.
Yeah.
Then it just like take turns. But then it depends, because some people also will nitpick like, oh, but today's date is at a 5-star restaurant, and then another date is at like hawker center.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, like I feel like splitting the bill to every dollar and every cent, right, it affects my relationship with people.
Yeah.
So like for example, when I go out with not just like my partner or like a guy, actually it's never with a partner or a guy, but like when it's with my friends, you know, we split things when we go out.
Yeah.
I will always like round up. You get what I mean? And even if like, let's say you guys are transferring me, I would never ask you guys to like transfer me by the cent. Because I feel like when you get so petty over like the little things, right, it's not that it doesn't matter or that counting all those cents is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, you know, it's just weird if you're just constantly trying to split the bill. Like I find myself more comfortable when in a relationship or friendship where like it's just taking turns off. Like at the end of the day, you're not gonna be paying much more than like the other person if it's a healthy, balanced relationship.
That's true. Also, I mean, for me, be it relationship or be it like friendship, right, when I get the bill first and then I'm tasked to split, right, I will round down before I divide. Or in a sense, I will always try to get a bigger portion of the bill, because that's just the kind of person I am.
Yeah, like I feel like that's also another thing though, because it's kind of like to each their own. Because I've had friends who are very, very picky when it comes to like every single cent. Like they would even like, let's say we order, everybody order like Starbucks together for delivery. So there's like maybe £5 or $5 delivery fee. And there's like 6 people. Then she will split the $5 among 6 people. Which, you get what I mean? It's like when you divide into like that, each person don't even pay for $1. Like,
but I don't think that's the worst part though. I heard of this story from my friend where this guy count down to the service charge and GST, you know. Like they go on a date, right? Then he split the bill. He asked her to pay for her portion, and then because whatever she ordered was more expensive, right, he literally take out whatever she ordered, right? Then plus her drink, then by the service charge and by the GST, then ask her to pay that amount. Which to me is like, okay, firstly ask to split. Some girls might be okay with it. But you count all the way down to like that cents. Wow.
Yeah, as in it's also like, okay, if 2 of these kind of people stay together, they'll have a very good life together lah. But if it's me with somebody like this, I will have a very hard time with a guy like this, like, because I just don't like it. I feel like 谈钱很伤感情.
I feel so
Yeah.
also, and I think it boils down to what kind of person you are. So I am I would say lah, I don't know if this is like trying to like boast myself or something, but I'm a very generous person. So I will want to be with a generous person.
Yeah.
I cannot stand it when I'm with a petty person because it makes me feel, it affects my impression of you, lor. Because to me, it's like, especially if I know how much you're earning, and I understand when some people want to be thrifty, but if you are stingy and petty versus thrifty, right, it's totally different already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with like people who are fair, you get what I mean? Like even if they really want to count the GST and everything, right? The service charge, I get that. I feel like you are willing to go through all of that just to get your money's worth. I feel like that's okay. But if you were to be in a date situation, I would feel like you don't see me as worthy at all. Like you don't see me as worthy, like not even a single cent of your money.
Correct.
So
Like,
I would be very offended, and I'll just take you as a friend. I'm okay with having these kind of friends. Would I be very close to these kind of friends? No. Would I date a guy like this? Hell no.
yes, it's I'm okay with this kind of people.
Yeah.
But not if they are my boyfriend.
I respect.
Yes.
Yeah, just not my
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Okay. I see. Yeah, I feel the same way also lah. But I think everybody got their own preference and everything lah. Because some girls might be okay with like the guy earning lesser and paying lesser also.
Yeah.
Because I know there are scenarios where some girls earn more than their partner because
Yeah.
depends
No, I
on the
think-
role that they work. And
Yeah, I think if I were to be earning more than my partner, like let's say in the future, right? I'm okay with taking out more of the household expenses as well. But maybe that is because I go both ways. So like being with a girl or a guy would mean, you know, it's a equal balance lah. Like whoever earns more, this is our total like household income.
Yeah.
But that is if like it's a very, very stable and relationship lah. Like we're really tied together for life. If not, I feel like it's not good to share your finances.
Correct. And then in relationship, right, I heard of this saying online, but I'm not sure if you have heard of it, but they say that means that the guys get the big expenses and then the girls get the small expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think that I 100% agree with that statement.
Why?
Because small expenses can add up to be more than big expenses.
Okay, that is true.
It's like example, right? Let's say we are married today, then
Aww.
we are married today, then let's say you pay for a TV. Okay. Then you tell
that's
me
small expenses.
That's a big expense.
Oh,
No,
okay.
as in saying you're the guy, I'm a girl, right?
Okay.
Then I pay for groceries and utilities, right? You would think that the groceries and utilities add up together would not be more than a TV. But what if in a scenario it's more than a TV?
Okay, but if we break it down into like daily life, let's say we go out to eat.
Yeah.
Most of the time for me at least, when I go out to eat with my boyfriend, I will book the Grab. And then he would pay for the dinner.
Yeah.
So my expenses is definitely overall smaller. But if you're talking about like TV and groceries, I feel like it's very hard to like balance out. Okay, like I feel like groceries is very hard to.
It's the 柴米油盐, you know.
Yes, but I feel like groceries is really very hard to determine who is paying more and who is paying less.
Yeah, because from what I know, some couples, right, like the guy usually, they get the date and everything, but when it comes to like daily expenses and everything, usually the girl pay, and then it can build up lah.
Yeah, I get that. But okay lah, I feel like for me at least, like it's always my boyfriend that orders the food. But let's say maybe once a week I would have this like insane craving that he does not want to eat. So I would pay for it. You get what I mean? So it's
like what, potato corner.
Yeah. Like something crazy and just inappropriate for me.
And then the delivery is like $10.
Yes. And then I'll pay for it. So I feel like if let's say it's something that we can both agree on like from day to day, right? I think it's okay. Because most of the time we are at my house ma. And then technically like when we don't eat out or we don't order food, we eat like home food. Then nobody pays.
Yeah.
True.
Good, must have a decent balance. But yeah, since you mentioned right that like you have insane cravings at times like this, right? Do you feel like if a girl chooses to eat at somewhere more atas, right, means that the girl should take initiative to pay for the meal or split the meal?
Then you're a friend lah.
Yeah, because I heard of some opinions from guys where they say like if the girl wants to eat at the atas place, then she needs to split the bill lah.
Okay, I think that is also to each their own. Because personally, most of the first dates or early dates I've been on, right, people like the guy might ask me, "Oh, what do you want to eat?" And I will have suggestions lah. Like, oh, maybe we can have this, or most of the time I just say anything. But when I say anything, I mean like it's usually the typical few words. Either you go and eat pasta, or you eat steak, or you eat something that is just neater to eat, like not hot pot, not burgers. You get what I mean? Something that is just chill to eat. So usually it's like pasta,
correct,
or Japanese. So in my head, it's always like either you eat Western or Japanese.
Yeah.
So I don't really have specific. I've never really had a specific request to, oh, I want to go and eat this on the first date. But let's say I do, right? I don't know. I wouldn't lah. But I feel like I would see how. So for example, if for me, I would just go with the date first. If the place that this guy finds isn't like up to my standards, I will be a bit disappointed. Not because I feel like it's not expensive enough or he's not spending enough money. I just feel like, are you so no taste one?
I guess for me, right, I would feel I'm a very logical person. Okay, before you reach out to me and then ask me to go out and eat with you and everything, you should probably already know me to a certain extent. Personally, for me, right, my thought process behind a guy asking a girl out on a date, right, would actually mean that the guy probably knows the girl to a certain extent already. And I think most girls or like some girls will actually post about the kind of food that they eat. So before you ask a girl out, you would probably already have an idea of the stuff that she likes and everything. And then most guys also will ask a girl, what do you want to eat and everything. But I don't think that just because a girl choose somewhere that's fancier or like more expensive in a sense would equal to her owing the guy anything.
Yeah, I think that's right lah. But in a sense, I don't really post much about my food. But I feel like I'm okay to go with like any basic meal choices. Like I said just now, it's either we go and eat Western or we eat Japanese food.
Yeah. So
I don't see myself eating hot pot as a first date. Like you're gonna be so smelly. What if you want to like hold hand or kiss my cheek, and then you lean in and then all I smell is like garlic? Cannot lah. So
tip for guys is don't ask her where she want to eat if you feel like she's gonna pick somewhere expensive or you don't want to risk her picking somewhere that's out of your budget.
Yeah, just
ask her what cuisine she want to eat.
Then you choose
within that.
And if she's not happy with you, you'll never hear back from her.
Then never mind, move on next one. Maybe she's not the one for you.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to. You cannot complain that a girl is gold digging. Just pick a girl within your price range that fits your wallet. You get what I mean? Like, no one is really expensive and no one is really too broke. You just haven't found the right one for you.
Correct. It's like if you want to eat at an expensive place, then don't look for a guy who only goes to fast food chains lah.
Yeah.
And vice versa for a guy, right? You know, society talks so much about girls being gold digger, right? But what if a guy expects to go to an expensive place and then I'm the one that's supposed to treat?
Yeah.
Would the society still view the guy as a gold digger then?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
anyways, if you don't want yourself to end up disappointed on a date, right, you should do some sort of background search on him as well. Not just the guy background searching, like whether or not, this girl will like the place I bring her, what she likes to eat. You should also see how this guy's lifestyle is, so you don't start any unnecessary like situationship. You can like, what if you go on a date but you actually like this guy, but this guy's lifestyle just does not align with you, and then you guys are not going to end up together, but there will just be like that push and pull, like, oh, I really like you, but like, you don't fit my lifestyle.
Yeah, correct.
So, like, personally for me, I don't think I've ever been on a date where I was disappointed. Every guy that has brought me out on a first date, second date, it's always been nice places and I actually enjoy the food. Even if it's like a not so fancy place, it's because like the food is actually nice. Like the one time I did not go to a fancy place for a first date was with this Korean guy, and I told him I've never had raw marinated crab. So he brought me to like his favorite raw marinated crab place in Singapore.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a fancy place, but I was so happy with it because I feel like it was nice. There was thought into it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of things that comes into play. Like, it doesn't have to be a fancy place. But if you guys have never spoken about food before, then I feel like going somewhere decent would be nice lah.
Yeah, I guess so. So I mean, for me, I'm not very picky with my food and
Yeah.
everything, and I usually will just say anything, and I mean everything. Like I mean anything, by the way. Yeah, as in I don't expect to go to a very fancy place, but I also don't expect like you just tell me, oh yeah, you meet my house downstairs kopitiam for first day, and okay lah, then you just be the kopitiam guy lor.
Yeah. We'll have that name for you in the group chat.
Correct. Yes, girls like to nickname guys based on like certain things
Yes.
that you remember them by. But I would say, guys, for guys, right, you probably should just go with the impression or go in the direction of you want to impress this girl.
Yes.
But don't do things that are like way out of your budget.
Yes.
Because
Be
when
true to yourself.
the standard or the bar goes too low, right, in the future, this girl will leave you lah. For
Yeah.
sure.
Or
Yeah.
she will say like, oh, you changed. Just do what you usually do. Even if, let's say, it's not going to keep up to her standard, this girl is just not for you. And it's fine. You will find a girl who is for you.
Mhm.
愿意陪你吃苦.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you don't really need to bring the girl to a very fancy place also, because I feel most girls will actually lower their standards for a guy that they really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, if this is just example, okay, these numbers are not meant to represent anything, but if let's say a girl is very used to eating meals that cost like $50 per pax every place she goes, right? But this guy bring her to a place where like, oh, they eat pasta for like $20-$30 per person, and that is her lifestyle then, right? A girl will be okay with that if she
Yeah.
really likes you.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need to like every meal bring her go eat $300 meal one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're just like an average couple, it's really unnecessary just to woo this girl. You should just be true to yourself, you know, whatever you can accept. And the girl is also true to herself, like whatever she is willing to accept. I feel like you will find the love of your life.
Correct. I think so too. Yeah, but to conclude this episode, I guess we can say that everyone has their personal preference. Date somebody within your budget and date somebody who can keep up with your lifestyle. Because I think the biggest pet peeve of mine is a guy expecting a girl to lower their standard of living for them
Yeah.
just because they are incapable of providing the girl with the lifestyle that she is currently living. Because to me, in a relationship, or you get into a relationship, is we share our happiness.
Yeah.
And I enjoy your company and everything, and you need to at least make me happier than I already am. If I need to pay 你吃苦, right, and it's like my standard here, then suddenly with you I'm like here, right, then there is a problem lah. I
Yeah.
would
And
say.
it's not gonna last also lah.
Yeah, correct. I mean, we can do it, and I think there are girls out there that will pay a guy 吃苦, because I guess for me, I also been through relationships whereby like we just live very simple life, like don't need to go any fancy place and everything, and I just enjoy spending time with the guy. But then after a while, you will realize that conflicts arise and everything. There's not
But-
monetary problems
Yeah.
already.
But there's one thing that I've kind of always believed in, like call me traditional, call me like conservative and whatnot, but I've always believed that how much a guy is willing to spend on you will always be how much he values you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that matters in how much the guy can earn
Provide
also.
also, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it varies like depending on like the person as well.
Mm,
You cannot
mm, mm.
expect a guy who earns 3K to provide you 10K worth
Lifestyle.
of value. Yes.
Yeah, correct.
But you know, if this guy has 3K and he can give you a 2K lifestyle, I feel like that's very good already. Yeah.
I think so too. But just all in all, just
Find the right one.
find the right one.
Don't complain about the wrong one.
correct.
The wrong one is just not meant for
And
you.
don't have like unrealistic expectations. Like this girl is like Michelin star kind of girl, and then you expect her to go kopitiam style with you. So asking a bit much lah. I don't think the girl has anything wrong for expecting certain things, but I don't think you are wrong for wanting a girl to have the same kind of lifestyle as you. So all in all, just find somebody that fits into your lifestyle.
Yes.
Yes, that's all we have to say for this episode. This is SheSaid Studio
Where we say what needs to be said
in our own ways.
Bye bye.